In the workplace, I have seen black women who, black women, I mean, women who are natural, they are proud of their natural skin. They have the curly hair, their body image is that of an African woman, not that of a white woman. I've seen them deny job after job just because they don't meet those ideals of beauty. I have seen a skinny girl and another skinny girl, but the skinny girl, one is light skinned and that one gets chosen over another one that is dark skinned. I've seen that happen. I've seen a situation whereby two people have competed for a PR job and the other one got the job just because she straightens her hair and she spends money on wigs, while the other one doesn't spend money on wigs and makeup and stuff. So these ideas of beauty are hurting us. And what I mean by us, they're hurting our women, and in turn, they hurt us. But that will not be the concern we get to how it hurts us. It's about the women. So, what I'm trying to get at is this ideal of beauty is not for us. It is not. It is just a way where the Western or the European world can exploit the African people. That's it. Because they tell us, oh, this is being white is beautiful. Then they now sell us all the things that will make us look white. Oh, here is the bleaching cream. Well, use it and bleach yourself. Here is the pills that you take. When you take it, you lose weight in 2 days. Take that. Here is this regimen you are going to use. Yeah, here is the app burner you are going to use to reduce your belly fat. Here is this stuff you are going to wear. If you wear it, you lose the fat on your ass. This and all that stuff is just a way to exploit the African market. That's what it is. And our women have to understand that because they shell a lot of money on these things. And there is no end to it. You buy one wig, you buy another wig, you buy 20 wigs, you keep buying wigs. From the day you have money to buy wig till the day you may even die, you still buying wig, buying this, buying that. We have to come and no matter how much they even spend, some of them don't still feel beautiful. And that's the sad part. What I propose is we come up with an image of beauty that is significant to us, that we can relate to, because that image of that white woman with the pale skin and the long hair and the skinny body is not for we African people. We need to develop our own image of a dark-skinned woman or even a light-skinned woman, no problem, that looks like us. And that's very important because this whole idea of choosing a light-skinned girl over a dark-skinned girl or choosing a girl that curls her hair over the one that straightens her hair, all that does is create animosity between women. So this one that is dark-skinned now hates this one that is light-skinned because it feels like the light-skinned one always gets all the jobs everywhere she goes to, they're giving her jobs. I have seen skinny models, black models that are beautiful, that they know that I will cut off my arm to be with them. But I've seen them being treated like as if they are not beautiful, being treated like shit because they are dark skinned, basically. Or maybe their nose is broad like mine, or maybe their lips is like mine, and because they expect them to have pencil lips or something, and since they don't have it, they say, oh, they're not beautiful, please can you go? And they crush the woman, and some of these women go to extreme measures just to look beautiful. We as a culture, we have to, what my advice to women is, women have to develop this sense of defiance towards these beauty ideals that is not for us. And what I mean by defiance is that as a black woman, if your hair is short, leave it short. Why do you need to wear wig to make your hair look long? No, you can live a life where your own existence is against that beauty ideal and you uphold yourself in the fact that I am beautiful. I don't need some white people in Europe or whatever country they make those decisions in to come and be telling me this is what beauty is. I don't need that kind of defiance. And a good example of people that do that is Whoopi Goldberg. You can see her with her nappy hair, with her face that looks like maybe she doesn't do makeup. You can see what they call it. You can see Chimamanda. She's like that, and there are probably, and I believe Bell Hooks is like that, and there are probably a lot of women, a handful of them I know, that their own existence is to defy that beauty ideals that the Western world have created for them. And by defining it, you get a sense of identity of who you are. You cannot base your life trying to mimic another person. There's just something horrible about it. Because the more you're trying to mimic a white person, you will never get there. There's no, if you like, lighting your skin, as long as you are trying to be like a white woman, because in the beginning you're not a white woman. So being a black woman and trying to achieve the ideal standard of what a white woman is just, it's a hopeless battle. It's just like me now, trying to be a woman. I cannot be a woman because I am not even a woman. No matter how much makeup I do, no matter how much what bra, whatever I wear, I am not a woman. So by that foundation, I always lose every time because I'm a woman. That's what black women are playing. And if you go through the streets of Nigeria, you can see that our women, you can see the effect this horrifying beauty standard is having on them. You can see them, those who are bleached, you can see black spots on their face or on their leg, or the face is fair, the leg is dark, or you can see them put excess makeup, trying to pretend to, oh, like I'm beautiful. You can see some of them, even some starve themselves just to be slim, and some parents don't even help because they keep on telling their daughter that, oh, you're too fat, no man is going to like you, oh, you're not like this ideal, you don't meet this ideal, and that is not true. Men are not all men. Some men like skinny women, some men like fat women, some men like light skinned women, some men like dark skinned women, and that is the truth. So there is no ideal that there's no this Western ideal. We don't have to play by it. We can develop our own ideal that we as a people are proud of. When we look at this ideal, we say, wow, this is what a black woman looks like. Because right now, there is no ideal of what a black woman should look like. But the first step is for us to defy our own existence, should be to defy that beauty standard that the white man has set out for us. We don't have to be like that. We're trying to do like that, we're in other words, even insulting ourselves, because that idea we're trying to meet only makes us devalue ourselves. It devalues ourselves because when you have a black skin and you bleach it, then you have a long hair, then you cover it up, then your body image, which is robust, black women are robust, you try to shrink it. At the end of the day, even if you look beautiful, deep down you'll be hurting because you know the price you had to pay to be like that. And no matter how much accolades you get or how much pictures, how many people that tell you look beautiful, it just ends up ruining you at the end of the day. So my message is this: we black women have to stop adopting these ideals of beauty that white people have set for us. We have to stop adopting it. We can look up to women like Whoopi Goldberg, I said, Whoopi Goldberg, Chimamanda, and there are many more. We can look up to those women and understand and get to appreciate that you don't have to be like that. You don't have to go through the necessary thing of spending your money endlessly to get hair, or being chained to a salon shop because you want to look like one model you saw on the street. All these ideas of beauty, they are something that are created, and we as the people can create our own. And that is the truth. We don't feel we have to live up to one standard that has been created for us. We don't have to. So my message is this: black women, learn to love yourself so that we can even enjoy loving you. Learn to appreciate your natural self. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying you shouldn't put on makeup if you want. You should put on makeup, but don't feel like you have to compromise yourself to look beautiful. Don't feel you have to buy a wig to look beautiful. If you have a short hair, wear your hair proudly. There's nothing a man loves than a woman that is proud in herself. Nothing a man loves in that. If your hair is short, wear your hair short. If you feel like you want to put on makeup, go ahead, put on makeup. But don't endanger yourself trying to look like one image that has been created for you. It's not for us. That's my message. So, like, share, comment. If you want to argue any point on this, I'm ready. I love to debate with people about issues like this.